Alrighty then. Let's hit the road. Hello, everyone. Yes, Clueless. And also, welcome. I just got up, well, I got off work about an hour ago, but I was sitting around talking to the one higher up. Me and him have pretty much hit it off, and we pretty much have a little powwow now when I get off of work, so yeah, it's only like an hour after I got off work, so, but I stopped and just got Dunkin' while I'm on my way to Tucson. I know I can go out that way, but this way is, in my mind, a little slightly easier. Yeah, we still got a lot of snow melting in the big piles. It's pretty much all gone off of the grass and stuff, but the big piles in the parking lots are all still here. We got an idiot that can't read signs back there. Shocker. But no, stay in the right. So I'm not gonna move over. Oh, hello there, Milwaukee drivers. Milwaukee area dash cam. There we go. Yeah, right now I'm on my way down to Towson. Got deposits check in my at my bank. The only thing that sucks about my bank is that it's all the way down Towson, so it's like I can't just run there and be back at home in like 5 minutes. But at the same time, I really like this credit union and it's worth the drive. It's just still a pain. But oh, I would hope so. Transmission, on the other hand, definitely need to be retrofitted before anything like that. That little shop that we just passed there on the right, like something like that. They're kind of the local performance hub place. They'll essentially, you take your car there, they'll essentially turn it into a beast. I actually remember dropping stuff off to them when I was driving for DoorDash a couple of times. It wasn't the location here on 140, that's their car sales. It was to their actual performance shop that's out off of Route 31. But yeah, it's I remember the one guy, he was putting down a deposit down for like $15,000 for them to tune his car. I was like, damn, where do I get that money? It's like, going through Reese right now. Jerk. I was gonna give you the sound of a V8, but the Jeep changed lanes. How rude. Now I can't play. Oh yeah, because the the professional people that are doing that for a living, they're the ones that, one, they have the experience to build a car, and two, they know what they're doing. You know, that is their job, to sit there and build a car, make sure that it performs good, and build it right the first time, because they obviously don't want you to bring it back because they broke something or they didn't do something right. Well, it's funny. It's like I do have performance ideas for this car in the future, but that's like way down the road. The first thing I want to do is, I really want to just focus on the body of the car, because without the body, you won't be able to, you know, I could put a big motor in this, but if something's wrong with like the frame and stuff like that, you know. Hello, Brandon. But this van, I can already tell, is just going to take like 20 years to speed up. I just know. Called it. Alright, rookie driver, come on. I like how they put the rookie driver sticker right in the middle of the windshield. And that's or rear window. And the best part is, that's a traffic violation. You can get pulled over for that. Yeah, you're a rookie driver. I just want to let you know, you can't put the sticker in the middle of your window. That thing. I'm hoping this weekend, the weather's supposed to be really good. I'm hoping to sit down and hopefully finally be able to really detail both my cars. I've been holding off on getting them washed because of all the salt and stuff on the road. Because it's just, as soon as I go and take it to get it washed, it's going to get covered in road salt again. And so I waited, and they're calling it's supposed to be in the 60s next week, at least when I checked last night. So I'm going to take the car and get it washed and detail the inside, really scrub the plastic in here, get it looking good. Well, as good as I can get it anyway. I tell you, the torque is the one big thing with this car that gets me every single time. It just overall has a lot of torque, and just which in turn just makes the car fun to drive. And I might have accidentally squealed wheels quite a couple of times, because it's like you get so used to driving a car that you hit the gas and does nothing except make a lot of noise, and then you get a car that actually does something when you hit the gas. And what's even funny is that these cars aren't necessarily the fastest things around, yet these things will definitely do quite well. But yeah, I need to call this place. What's this place called again? It's like right here. To see if they, no, that's not it. I wonder if they closed. It's supposed to be a tire shop, like right here, that, sells used tires. Yeah, I'll call the one shop that, I go to all the time. See if they have anything. So my dad, who works at one of the area police academies, he's looking to make a it's called a drag sled. Essentially, they use it to find the drag coefficient. I should use that tire. They use it to make or find the, I believe it's called the drag coefficient. It's always an ultimate. The reconstructed car crash, and he's looking at trying to find a used tire that he can cut up to make one. Is his academy? I guess they don't have one that they purchased somewhere. Pretty good. Since the Sprint and T-Mobile merger, I've had so many issues with my cell service in this area. I never had trouble with this area. Now all of a sudden I'm just always having glitches and drop. It's the weirdest thing. Oh well. Merging on the 795 now. There's like no traffic. Almost doesn't feel like it's a Tuesday. I mean, like even going the other way, there's like no traffic. Out there it is. Never mind. Found it. Yeah, I've known about that. I've never really had a reason to use the chapter thing. I just can't believe how empty the side of the highway is. Hello, I ate Diet Cola. How are you today? Sat here on a drive down the Towson, or Tucson if you ask your GPS. That's all right, my ass. Sorry, bud. Speed limit's 60, I'm doing 70, and I'm passing traffic. You can hold your horses. I hate the people that speed up when you go to pass them. I haven't changed my speed at all. The guy next to me is now like matching my speed. It's like I don't like being. It's like I don't mind being an a-hole once in a while when it comes to using the left lane, trying to pass people. I'm also not going to be a complete ass about it. But when people like that speed up next to you and then match your speed so you can't get out of people's way, that's what pisses me. And I still have the conga line of cars behind me that won't pass. They just see a Crown Victoria and they just won't pass. Oh, I love it. The highway's literally open behind me. Behind me, there's just a huge conga line of cars. Like, it's ridiculous. God, people are dumb. It's got a bay tag on it, people. It's not a cop car anymore. The power of the Crown Victoria. It's hysterical. Oh. Yeah, a guy that's trying to pass. Let's see what. Nope. He stopped. He's matching his speed. It's so funny. I wish I had a system like out east where I could show the rear view of what's going on behind me. Because it's just, now I got someone tailgating the snot out of me. And then they slow down. Come on, dude. Alright, it's clear. Driving on 795 is always fun. So many people around here don't know what they're doing. are now merging onto 695. It's getting upsetting here. Minivan smells like it's on fire. Either that or my car's on fire. One of the two. Idiot. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, that's hysterical. So, I don't know if you guys saw it or not on there. I'm definitely gonna have to save that clip because that is hysterical. Guy's a fucking idiot. Blue Honda came flying up on my ass, changed lanes, I guess saw the spotlight, and slammed on the freaking brakes as soon as he like clicked what kind of vehicle this was. Oh my god. And fucking idiot. Driving like a moron, and it's, oh my god. I'm definitely gonna have to save that because that was freaking hysterical. And now it's that blue Honda right there in the far left lane next to the Chevy. Oh my god, that's hysterical. That's freaking hysterical, man. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. You realize he's not gonna get stopped. He's gonna take back off and go like 900 miles an hour again. Fucking idiot. Got another moron coming. Apparently all the morons are out today. There's a Mercedes. Sorry, that one still made my neck. The guy knew he was wrong. He knew he was wrong because of how he slammed on the brakes. He's just like, oh shit, I'm not getting caught. It's like, first of all, he would have been caught if it was a real police car because the freaking rear-facing radar would have picked that shit up. And because of how close and stuff he got, oh, he would have been toast anyway. It just makes it 1,000 times funnier that he knows he was driving like a moron and slammed on the brakes and was scared to pass for a minute. Because he's a moron. But hey, it's just another day driving on the 695. Uh-oh. Maybe the blue Honda wrecked. I got 1 mile to go for my exit. 1 mile. Oh, we can get there. This is the one thing I don't miss about driving this every day. A new commute is so much nicer. It takes me 15 minutes to get to work. And I have to deal with only 1, 2, 3, 4 traffic lights, and that's it. And that's if I choose to take the, I guess, quote-unquote, fast way. If I went the other way, I would only have to deal with 1 traffic light. No, 2. I would have to deal with 2 traffic lights if I went the other way. Yeah. Must be a crash or something up ahead because it doesn't usually get this bad anymore. Oh, there's always one. There's always one. Oh, I hope you guys heard that. That Mazda just laid on the horn. And then you get people like that are just going to make their own lane, drive down the shoulder. Because, you know, fuck everyone else. We all got places to be, places or things to do, but, you know, I'm Mr. Important, so I'm going to drive down the shoulder. I can see my exit, almost, sort of. I can see the sign. Oh, whoa.
East of town on 702 between the Beltway and 150.
Now I don't have to deal with that bull crap anymore. guess that's why they call it the blues. Or how many of these people are going to be making their dash over to whatchamacallit? That's what they call the blues. I can't believe I made that. Just saying. Palmer County really needs to repave this street, like horribly. At least this section of it. In reality, they need to do the entire street. Oh my god, what's all this? See, this is what happens when you don't stay on the highway. People clog up all the side roads. I bet you all these people are in the Towson, like, or not Towson, but are trying to go to the semi-place I'm trying to. I always get off at that exit. It takes me to the same place. If I were to get off at York Road, literally the exit's right here. I would have been dumped out right here anyway. Photo enforced. I tell you, red light cameras I'm okay with, but speed cameras like these, I really do not like those. Make sure you get 3 feet. I hope all these people are turning right. If not, well, have they changed it yet? Because I don't think they have. I think that is supposed to still be the left only. Or left/straight, and this is supposed to be right turn. So far, I'm still turning right. Yep, still marked right turn only. It's 101.5. That's what it is.
Northbound 95 before Russell Street, the accident activity on both shoulders. Lanes are open, but still very slowly to the Beltway. Northbound on 95. Northbound on Russell Street, north of 95. An accident there was affecting traffic on Russell. Northbound on 895, they were looking for an accident just before the Harbor Tunnel. Very slow in that stretch. East of town on the northbound side of 702, after Eastern Boulevard, well before the Beltway. It's a vehicle fire there along the right side.
More random clips and actually had a couple bad drivers or two. I just wish you guys could have seen that blue Honda slam on the brakes the way that he did, because that was freaking hysterical. And how he started doing like the whole like looking over, make sure that I wasn't going to do anything. Then drove past really slow and then just dumped it again once he got in front. Oh god, people like him are just so stupid, because he's probably the same guy that would be like, the police always pull me over. It's like, well, it's probably because you're driving like a moron, so don't drive like a moron. Maybe that will help. Just a little bit. Precinct 6. My mom was the traffic supervisor here for the longest time. Well, not the longest time, but for a while she was. Parking. That's what they call. Oh wow, the traffic lights turned on. Where's all this traffic coming from? Hell.
Nigerian press released video of the girls solemnly and silently walking past journalists. Some of the girls limped and many were barefoot. Mass kidnapping of students from boarding schools in northwest Nigeria.
Is that a spot all the way there in the front? No. No. Well, it could have been. These two people didn't park like assholes. There you go. Well, I can just flip around and park there. Guy parked in the no parking. Not walk right behind a car. The curb. I didn't realize I was that close. Alright. Hey, you can't see me. Alright, well, I'm actually going to leave you guys in silence for a minute. I'm just going to run across the news to the ATM real quick and drop this check off, and I'll be back. I'll be back in like, hopefully not even 5 minutes. Because someone will probably, complain, hey, you don't got one. Yeah, I'm outside. Bite me. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Ugh. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about the wait. That is the last, well, or that is the last refund check I will be getting from the University of Baltimore. Is I graduate this semester. Whoop, whoop. I'll be graduating with my master's. Although, and yep, so Cal, I will be getting my master's degree in May, as long as everything with my capstone goes according to plan. Which, at the moment, it is. Running that. Although, I haven't made up my mind about this yet, because I'm tempted, because I discovered this the other day. I just recently learned that my, that because of a lot of the courses I've taken so far for my master's, I actually just need to take only 2 more classes to get an additional certificate, a graduate level certificate. And so part of me is tempted to, you know, stick it out for those last 2 classes just to get an extra piece of paper, but I haven't made up my mind yet, because that's going to be another what, $5,000 if I do that. And you know, I don't like spending money, so I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not. That dog is like, no, I don't want to go that way. Towson Circle, what such a wonderful place. Fucking idiot. That, I don't know if any of y'all just saw that, but that Lexus just drove over the median. He went straight from the right turn only lane, and he failed to yield. He's probably sweating bullets right now, going, oh my god, there's a cop behind me. And look at the bay tag. That is probably the one thing I hate about this car, is that there are so many people that still... Fucking idiot. Apparently, people are driving like morons today. And, anyway, it just cracks me up that it's like, that's the one thing that I think I don't like about this car, is that a lot of people still recognize it as a police car, even though it's not. And yeah. It is what it is. I went to the Crown Victoria and I got one. And I love it. It's funny, my job, they're about to get rid of another Crown Vic, and I'm like, ooh, can't buy that one? Not really. That one's got a lot of problems, and I actually would avoid that one. It's funny, the one that they're about to get rid of has less miles and is newer than the one I bought, and it is such a piece of crap. That one got so beat up, and I don't know why. Get them back on 695 for the return trip. And we'll see if State Highways has fixed the one light yet or not, because I've reported it twice. And if this time it isn't fixed, I'm going to put in a third request, and I'll put it in as a digital one instead of just this electronic one, or the phone call one. Make sure it actually gets recorded this time. Because it's one of those, it's a pretty dangerous intersection. Like, sits right at the top of the hill and has the flashing signals on the top. And they've been out for at least 2 weeks. So we'll see if they've finally gotten fixed yet. Why are y'all slamming on the damn brakes? All this horsepower, no room to get them. Now, why am I kidding? This motor probably makes a fraction of what it used to make. Because I don't even know how many idle hours are on this motor. They replaced the gauge cluster right before they auctioned this car off, and when they replaced it, they only ported over the mileage. They didn't port over the idle hours. So I have no idea how many idle hours are on this engine, and so I can't give like an accurate, like, oh yeah, this has, you know, the equivalent of XYZ or whatnot. It's just, it's got a lot. I don't know. Because this was a patrol car, and this was a patrol car since at least 2008, and they auctioned it off. It was taken out of service in December of 2018. So it was in service for 10 years, and had just over 100,000 miles on it. So who knows how many idle hours were on it. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised that they replaced the gauge cluster, because they literally only changed it out like a 4,000 miles before they sold or decommissioned the car, and the agency I bought this from, they said that they service their cars every 4,000 miles. So I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't just go, all right, we're just going to take it out of service now and call it a day. But they got it fixed. I'm not complaining because that means I got a working gauge cluster. But it's still just that little bit surprising that they didn't just, you know, sell off the car as is at that point. Anyway, I'm going to give y'all the choice. Would you like me to... Hello, can you stay in your lane there, Mr. Truck? Hopefully you heard that. He's going to stay in his lane. Anyway, I'm going to give y'all the choice. Would you like me to take surface streets or 795? Yeah, I answer quick because the exit I'm going to take is not this one, but the next one. Or the one after that, I should say. 2 more exits. Never mind, it might be the next exit because I don't feel like dealing with this horseshit. So, yeah, make your decision before I make it for you. Oh, man. Oh, here comes that asshole. I'm going to change lanes into the lane that's ending because I'm going to get a whole whopping couple of cars lengths ahead that make traffic worse. Another one. God, I hate people. I really do hate people sometimes. Just to get back in that lane. How far did that get you? God, I hate people. It's like that CRV. They just, they were originally in the number 3 lane, so the lane next to me. They dove across behind me into the lane that ends, just to get a couple car lengths ahead, like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 5 or 6 cars ahead, just to cut back over into the number 3 lane. That if they had just stayed in it the entire time, it's like I really, really wish like I knew what the thought process in some of these people, because it really just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Alright, screw this. I'm taking the exit. I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna go take 140. I'm making the decision for you. I'm taking surface streets. Like this. Of course it speeds up as I'm taking the exit. I would say it's not my gas, but it is gas. Excuse me. funny. I used to see it, not a whole lot, but a decent amount when I was driving to and from Baltimore on a daily basis. But it's like now my commute, I don't see it at all. Hell, going into a dead zone. If it's live right now, just be wary. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I forgot about that. I'm also speeding, but I'm not going to worry about that. Old Valley Road. I could take that, but I'm not. I'm going to stick with this. Because it should end right up here at whatever road this is. I forget the name. Green Spring Valley. That's the name. There at the end. Where that stop sign is. There we go. Green Spring Valley. Oh, this is Stevenson. I don't know why I thought this was Park Heights. Funny, ever since I start, like, I don't have to deal with rush hour traffic anymore. It's like I didn't like it before, but now I just can't stand it. After having a commute that's like, oh, you don't have to wait in traffic anymore. It's like, oh my god, this is what life is supposed to be like. It's like I can get used to this. Oh, and I guess here's a little update. I'm still trying to work out the date on when Mama MD and I will do her little, I guess, interview live stream. Hopefully it's sometime. I kind of wants to wait until it's out to do it. But the plan is to kind of head down. Either we'll do it on the way down or on the way back. I'm not entirely sure yet. But we'll be excuse me, heading down to like the Annapolis area, so we got a nice good long drive and we'll do the stream then. Uh-oh, something's dead. But so we're still working out the kinks on that. And thank you, cyclist. I still want to be out riding at this point, because it's getting dark out. I know he's got lights on, but this is also the road that Mama MD got into her crash in a couple years ago. She was back when she used to work in the warrant division for her agency, her previous agency. She was on her way down to Baltimore City to try and pick up a guy at his house, and they originally tried to place like up in this area somewhere. I forget exactly where she said it was. And on her way down, guy hit a patch of ice, slid into a car that pushed that car into Mama MD and totaled out her old Crown Victoria. Uh-oh. Meg just went by. Well, it's fine. Mama MD, she always loved being called Mama. And, it just made it, it just made, referring to her better. That way I'm not just calling her Mom or whatnot. This guy's shining his lights right in my rear window. It's not his fault. He's just sitting high. Pain butt. They're gonna be poking their head out. Where are they? Oh my god, he doesn't have any of his lights on. I'm like, where the hell is the ambulance? No wonder no one's yielding to him, because no one... Jesus Christ. And... Jesus Christ. I found where they're doing the road work at. Well, that's definitely a first, and I think that was the volunteer fire company too. I actually know one of the volunteers. I should text them and be like, hey, you gotta yell at someone. They're riding around with no emergency lights with their siren blaring. They're wondering why no one's pulling over for them. Oh yeah, today people are forgetting how to drive apparently, or just out. The levels of stupidity are just out there today. And apparently it's even affecting firefighters. Lord help us. I love my family in red, but apparently whoever's going on is affecting them today too. But I can only imagine what boys in blue are doing. Why is no one pulling over for us? We're using the siren. Have you checked the emergency lights? That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would.
He said that keeping students safe while addressing their emotional and intellectual needs is the priority, but doing that virtually is one of the biggest challenges. Savannah McCann, WBAI.
Yep, ain't that the truth? What's going on here? Like green, go. Go! Just down here the other day, they got an amazing deal on a new television. Yes. I mean, it's just my job security in general. As long as there's stupid people, my job will be always there. Alright, people, come on, go, 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 go. Can you, like, not hit the brakes like that? Hey, Tennessee. Speaking of Tennessee, that's where Mama MD is right now. She went down there for vacation with my sister and brother-in-law and my two nephews. They're in Pigeon Forge, I think she said. I was talking to her a little bit before I left work. She's currently in Pigeon Forge, if I remember correctly. Oh my word. Yeah, things were getting better for speed limit is 40 miles an hour. I'm doing 35 and I'm passing y'all like you're standing still. Hit it. Oh, well. Amazing how I hit that stuff and nothing happens to my car. I actually let my suspension do its thing. Boop, boop. There I go. Had a crack because I was trying to look for ambulance.
Oh, I watched the puppet. Put him in the basement. What's wrong?
You better come down here. The basement's flooded. Oh, my album collection.
Budget waterproofing will help protect your basement and its contents from water and mold before family treasures are no more. Visit Budget Waterproofing's website at budgetbasement.com. That's budgetbasement.com.
In 2007, Marine First Lieutenant Travis Beatty was killed in Iraq after
Yeah, I just use the default Galaxy alert. There weren't like any that really caught my eye, or ears I should say. first got my phone. Although I'm probably going to end up changing it because my mom just upgraded to a new Galaxy herself. And that's going to get annoying very quickly if she doesn't change. Oh, nice. No license plate. They're driving without lights on. That's a good way to get pulled over. I don't care if you're just pulling in the lens stoler and you got a lens stoler thing. You're supposed to have a license plate on that sucker, even if you're just driving it shortly down the street. That's how you get your shit towed. Then you have to explain to your boss why the shit got towed. Nice. I don't know if that was close enough for the count, but I would have fielded. Oh, shocker, I got a Nissan tailgating my ass, as usual. Tell you, one of the other things that actually annoys me that I see a lot of dealerships in this area do is they'll put dealer tags on their fleet vehicles, so like the vehicles they use for like their courtesy shuttle and like stuff like that, and they're not supposed to. They're supposed to put regular license plates on those cars, because the dealer tag is only supposed to be used when, you know, oh, I'm taking this car for a test drive. That's the only time, or I'm transporting it between dealerships or whatever. That's the only time you're supposed to be using the dealer tag. But so many of these dealerships will just throw them on to any of their cars, even if they're not being used in that aspect, and ride around with them. And it's like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get a normal license plate and use that on your truck, on your parts truck, on your courtesy shuttle, on the company vehicle, whatever. You're supposed to do that. It's not supposed to be a permanent tag. It's only supposed to be for transport or nice. It's only supposed to be used when you're transporting a car between dealerships or taking it for a test drive. I know a lot of that stuff seems petty, but the reason why I'm just petty about that crap is that, you know, I have to spend $187 to register my car, and I have to pay that every 2 years if I want to be able to have the privilege to drive my car. So when people cut the corners like that, thinking like, ha ha ha, I'm playing the system, it, you know, pisses me off, because I'm the guy doing the right thing, and they're out there cheating the system, and it's like, no. It's like that with the historic tags, because technically I see a lot of people put historic tags on a car that's 25 years or 20 years and older, and the law actually prohibits you from using it for daily transportation but a lot of people do it anyway. In fact, Mama MD actually wrote someone for that. Granted, the guy talked himself into the ticket, but Mama MD wrote it, and it was upheld in court. In fact, technically, the Aztec, as of this year, qualifies to get historic tags. But I'm going to keep my regular plates on it because I drive it every day. Now I'm using it as a daily vehicle, so I'm going to keep the regular tags on it. Now, if I retired it to only being driven like on the weekends or the occasional back and forth to work, just to, you know, keep the engine running and battery charged, that's one thing. But I'm going to be, you know, alternating like I do now, so. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I always get a little annoyed when I see stuff like that. Uh-oh. I see emergency lights. What's going on? At least whatever it is, they were like right across the street from the fire department. Like literally, the fire department's right here, and the fire department, you know, well, the people are parked out front, so it's definitely something good. Yeah, it's such a such a long place to go to respond to. I don't know what it is. Let's get a little bit closer. I don't want to get head on with someone. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, something caught fire. Something caught fire. No, the fire department didn't catch fire. The whatever that place back there was. Fire department was that place on the left with the big garage and all the trucks and cars parked in front of it, and it looked like he was standing in front of what I think is like a the collector place. You saw like baseball cards and stuff like that. It's not an antique shop, but it's just one of those collectible kind of places, I think. If not, it was the place next to it. It was kind of hard to see where they exactly were, but I mean, it's going to help with the next episode. That it is. It's clear skies. I mean, it's still a little on the chilly side, but it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow, and then next week it's actually supposed to get in the 60s again. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably be doing another bank run next week. So our credit union has a wonderful... Don't get me wrong, I actually appreciate this feature that our credit union has, or service that they do, although it can be annoying at times. Is that they have a $1,000 limit on your debit card. So if you make a bunch of purchases and you go over that $1,000 limit within 24 hours, the card gets locked out. So So you have to call the credit union and verify that, yes, it's me, I'm using my card, I'm buying whatever, whatever. And then they can up the limit to as high, I think it's like $4,000 maximum that they allow. And we went to the store the other day, and long story short, Mom MD spent that purchase was going to go over that limit, so it was, the credit union was like, nope, can't do that. So we ended up putting it on my one charge card because why not? It gives me 1% cash back, and we're going to pay it off anyway. So, but yeah, so we put it on my one credit card and all that other good stuff, and she'll be writing me a check to go pay that off. But since she's down in Tennessee, that won't happen until next week. So, even though I could easily just do that online on my computer, well, on my phone, I should say, through the app, and it's an excuse to get out and drive, so I'm going to take it. Come on, go. I know you're in a 40. No one does 40 here. And the police were going to sit there. They would have been sitting right here. Go. Go. And go. I'm a little impatient today, apparently. Usually not this bad. And go. I may or may not be doing another live stream Thursday too. I'll be running down to Reisterstown to get gas, aka the town we just left there, because that's the closest Shell gas station we have in the area, and we want to keep our account active with them, because all the Exxons in my town closed, and so we stopped going to Exxon, because the next closest Exxon is in Westminster, and they were so expensive when they were open, so expensive. Now it's closed, so even if we wanted to, it's closed. So, but it just wasn't worth going there to get gas, and Exxon ended up closing out the account because we stopped using the account. So, to keep our Shell account active, I'll be going down to Reisterstown tomorrow. Just even if I only put a couple gallons in, just something to keep it active, so they don't terminate it again. Like all the name brand stations in my town closed up or dropped the name brand, because the main gas station in town used to be a Shell, and then they dropped that name. The Exxon, they just stopped selling gas. They now are just the Dunkin' Donuts, and that's it. Dunkin' Donuts and the Exxon station. They have the only name brand station, or like, I guess, big oil gas station we have is Citgo and Marathon, which are both relatively new to the area. Well, Citgo really isn't new to the area, but we just really haven't had a Citgo gas station here in God knows how long. God, why is he doing 40? Well, now it's 40, but yeah, before it wasn't. Now it's 50, or it was 50, now it's 40. We also have a 7-Eleven gas station, but I don't really count them because I don't know. Well, I think, isn't Esso actually Exxon Mobil? I'm pretty sure they're the same company. It's just a different brand or whatever. I think. I really can't remember. But nowadays, I generally get gas at Sheetz. There's a Sheetz location in Westminster and one in Manchester, and I usually get my gas there because I have a credit card through them, and I get 5% cash back whenever I use my card there. So if it's something I have to buy, why not get 5% cash back for it? And on top of that, when I use the Shell or the Sheetz credit card and the rewards card, I get an additional, I get 8 cents a gallon off right there at the pump, plus that 5% cash back later. So nope, that light is still out. What the hell? MDOT. Fix it. My taxes are not being used properly. Fix it. Actually, the light's not working. Granted, it only flashes. That's all it's designed to do is flash. It's not a normal traffic light, but so many crashes happened there that they had to put the stupid warning lights in to get people to be like, hey, it's a dangerous intersection, pay attention. If the signal is in place, I want that shit working. I'm sorry. Well, the only credit, I mean, I have credit cards, but I don't leave balances on them. I make sure I pay them off at the end of essentially I pay them off as soon as the money gets charged to it. Because the only time I ever will leave a balance, if it's something I know, like if it's something I make that decision, like I want to buy this but don't want to pay it up front, or it's one of those emergency situations where I just need it. That's the only reason why I use them. In fact, it's funny, my one credit card's actually what I used to buy this car, the Crown Victoria. Since the car was even though I had the money in savings, I didn't want to blow my entire savings account, so I put it on my credit card, and I was making monthly payments on it. I paid the interest plus I paid the interest plus $100 on the principal, and it was coming down pretty quick. And then I ended up paying it off early because of being laid off, so I just paid it off right away, and what was left, it was under $1,000 at that point. But right now the only debt I have is my student loan, which really isn't that bad compared to some other individuals. In fact, the way that because I'm paying on it right now because I'm still living at home, so I'm paying more than I probably normally would be if I was like renting and stuff like that. And my mom is helping out too, and if we keep it up the way that we're paying it right now, I will actually have my entire student loan paid off in like 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years, something like that. So because I only had to take loans out for my graduate courses, and because I was in the accelerated master's program at UB, I didn't have to. What my master's career, if you will, at UB wasn't as long as it normally would have been. Alright, well, I'm going to be pulling in here and ending the stream. Yeah, I'm someone from Pennsylvania. Pull into an actual parking space and do this. I'll come over here. I'll park in the area that I always see the local town police parking, just because, you know, this is where they pull in and hide in plain sight. But, alright, well, that will do it for today, and hopefully everyone stays safe and drive carefully out there. So, peace out.